Good morning, collective. Yeah, trying to bring a message. It's Karma Wolf here, and I had anybody see that debate last night? Oh well, Spirit had me do a message that I did last night. I was tired too, but I can't. They won't let me. I can't post it. I keep trying, so. But I'm going to record this one, and we'll see if we can post this one later on and the other one, and regardless, because there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. And so I'm learning from the collectives that are sharing messages, and I am sharing messages, and I'm what you would call a Blu-ray indigo. And when you know thyself, you know a lot more about yourself and where you originated from and what your life path is and what you're supposed to be doing. And I thought, because it's a mind, body, soul, and being a DJ and God, I had some talents that were allotted to me. And when you master your craft or keep working, keep practicing, you get better at it, don't you? That's for anything. So if you follow your heart, if your heart is in it, you're following your heart. And who gives you your heart? God. So now that I've been thrown off my life path so many times, whatever the case, I tried to get back to it. But the attacks keep happening. That's fine. I deal with it. So there's a kind of few messages in this message. We'll just try to stick with the flow. I woke up this morning around 5. It's kind of late for me because it's usually between 3:30 and 4:30, which is I get a lot of energy in the morning. I am in the practice of, as soon as I wake up, I thank God for another day of being able to go through the day, and I look over at my dog and I thank him for the dog. I thank him because his dog came straight from him. It really did. Titus, T, the I between the two crosses, and then the U-S, Titus, to unite us. So, God's perfect in all his ways, he gave me this dog at such the perfect timing because everybody else split, and that's fine. It's okay. So, I meditate for a little bit. I don't turn on the TV. I don't go grab my phone. I say, Father, what do you need on me today? Please download whatever it is. Help direct me. The Holy Spirit's around. So I ask then I go into the shower. It's a ritual I do. I brush my teeth. I wash and I say, Holy Spirit, please keep me, my mind and my heart in alignment with doing our Father's will. And although I'm into the music and stuff, things had to be rearranged a bit. Hold on, I got people coming in. He's pulling me because he's not. So, distractions. So, Titus, stop it. See, this dog used to be so trained, so good, but stop it. He used to walk right beside me, but because I haven't had time, because all my time is constantly being attacked, I have to deal with so much wickedness, so much sad. When I tell you sad, I pray so hard because the people that I don't really speak to anybody, but there's a couple. My neighbor, they think they're in touch with God. They think that God, I know they're not. And they really believe that they are. They don't have spiritual protection. So, whatever that they're thinking, it's the enemy. It's actually their ego, because they're not doing the right things. They don't have spiritual protection. They're not connected. They don't know Christ. They think they do because they go to church and they read a few verses, but they don't know that unless you get communion and salvation and everybody's an individual. And when you're being poisoned by these snakes with chemicals and foods and drugs and liquor, and you don't connect to your higher self. They keep you quarantined off. That's what these space beings do. And then they hit you with frequencies and vibrates the metals and keeps these energies. So unless you have a Holy Spirit, holy vessel, hallow vessel, you can't receive communion, because if your light's not on, you're not communicating with the one consciousness. And that's where our Galactic Federation comes in, our guardian angels, our ancestors, who are in spirit in different ways and out in orbit, in wherever Ashtar is. So Ashtar sent a message, I don't know if it was 2 nights ago. I shared it. I was going to share it, and and they stopped me and I was like, I didn't know how to take it. So I erased what I was writing. I meditated on it. I shared it in a better light, it still was bothering me. It was bothering me. I had to rethink what was going on. And I'll say what's going on. You people out there that have soul contracts in this lifetime, that took an oath to uphold our Constitution, you have a job to do. And if you're being tricked by the enemy, that's not a good thing. You're supposed to be protecting our rights, our inalienable rights, God's people, God's rights, the free land of the free. But if you are being tricked and holding back for your own wealth and your own, because this is what Ashtar said. So now you guys, whoever you are, I have no clue, holding back. Now I have to do your job, and I'm not in the government. I didn't swear on it. I'm working for God. I am. So I'm taking the time now to do your job, because I'm going to do it. I'm going to expose what needs to be exposed, and God's going to expose all of it when He's ready to. But it's like a give them, lead them up, because the shock and awe is going to be a shock and awe for everybody. So you got to kind of get people into the practice of understanding how bad things have gotten, so we can fix it. Because if they get shock and awe, they might not be able to come out of it. So if they get a little bit of, your people got to smarten up. I'm telling you. This is for the wicked. This is for these people that are supposed to be protecting our rights. You have no clue, people. Ashtar said you'll be brought in front of the galactic courts. I know we get programmed into wondering if there's life out there. There is. God's real. So, Israel. I said this. I don't know. I don't know if I keep repeating myself, because I don't know what gets out, what doesn't. But regardless, I woke up, I took a shower, but I got a text from somebody blaming me about the dog being sick, and blaming me for their life going in shambles, and saying people are saying I look like a nut, and that they hope I find God, and that their family wonders why, I'm being the way I'm being. So, am I going to respond to it? No. There's more lies about me that this family I love, actually. And now they're thinking I'm the bad guy. It happens all the time, the lies. I mean, nobody wants to take responsibility for their own issues. I'm not saying anybody. I'm talking, this is my circle, my inner circle. So, sorry, I had to cut you away, because this is way more important than your feelings. Because there's children being molested. There's children being trafficked. There's women being trafficked. There's murders going. It's just evil. So look back in history. I said this. We were medieval. Well, when I took a shower and asking the Holy Spirit to keep me, the downloads that were coming in had me laughing. It was light. It was funny. It was like George Carlin funny, and I heard that some of God's fallen angels think I'm funny, that's an uplifting. I said, I'd rather do that than scare people. Time for laughter and a time for seriousness. It's getting serious. So, unfortunately, I got thrown off my laughter path, and I had to come here, and I didn't have to, but I'm researching, and I'm going to share some stuff when I can. But I had to get away from my house because the corn stalkers are running their leaf blowers all day long. So it's hard to meditate, it's hard to read, it's hard to concentrate, and hard to get work done when you're constantly attacked. And that's been like this for years now. And I'm tired of it. God's tired of it. And it's going to stop. It's going to stop in his divine timing. I'm protected. I know I am. My ancestors, they're in spirit. Animals all around, much better than the people that I surrounded myself with. But I don't hold any grudges because they just don't know. They just don't know that all these pills and beers and, aluminum, all these things that they ingest, how you doing? Go. All these things that they ingest keep their demons screaming. And I don't want to call them demons because they're not demons. It's low energy. It's programmed thoughts. It's just how it is. Parasites block the sight. I've been saying this. I keep going back and forth. We're trying to get my stuff done, but I do what God needs me to do, and hopefully I'll be able to get, I've been sharing a lot. I've been down sharing. I don't know who's dragging their feet as far as the government. We got the debate with a great past president and a guy that if we think he's a great actor, if he thinks he's leading this country in a good way, because he's not leading this country in a good way. And we need to fix things because this isn't good. This is not a good situation. But stay up, stay blessed. We all are.